to Shreveport, Louisiana, home to the 11th oldest bowl game in college football, the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Liberty Flames, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Liberty's offense has the ball first today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
They'll run play action. Fires to the right. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They boot it away. Takes it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Cincinnati's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Find some fresh air. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Get it out on the screen. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Flames will hustle to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now on 1st down from the 28. He'll keep it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. And the Flames can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Flames are flying down the field. Going to the run, it's Proctor. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got him still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Flames didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Flames! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Karapateas. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to the well. Nice move to keep running.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Liberty. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Karapateas. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Still on his feet at the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Off play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle, it's Lynch. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. The Flames will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Here's the heat. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. On the run, it's Proctor. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut! Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. And the Flames come to the line in the hurry-up. Makes the catch. It's Lawrence. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The short hands. It's Proctor. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball...
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. A solid pickup there, works into the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Kick is in the air. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They're looking for an advantage to the right. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. He'll try it again. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Flames want to crank the tempo. Gonna run it. It's Proctor. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Lawrence. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Creates a little room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Hand off from the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it set up on the outside. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Here comes the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. And the Flames started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. And the D deny them on second and goal. Looking to fire. Going going for 6. Touchdown, Flames. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
21, Cincinnati, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Power football with the run. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They feed him again. Oh, what a move. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The kick is on its way. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy.
Oh, he's got some space.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Flames have their offense in high gear. Now from inside the red zone. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Throwing right. Makes a connection. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Morton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line. Back to pass on second down. Connection to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Lynch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Lynch. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
Cincinnati, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Complete to start this drive. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is in the air. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the Bearcats just outside the 40. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They're working that left side.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got him. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Karapateas. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, I myself have been in Shreveport to call the Independence Bowl. What a fantastic experience, and we've had ourselves a fun first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Independence Bowl.
Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Fouls through the defense. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Under fire. He's got it. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Bearcats are on the move. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off play action. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. A run for the quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Flames come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Proctor. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. The Flames decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. No chance for a return. He makes the Bearcats at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Bearcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The running back has it. Pass to Sticks, and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The give on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. That's reeled in. It's Lawrence. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wide receiver going in motion. They give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Lawrence. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. And the Flames with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lawrence. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Proctor. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. It's Lawrence. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Flames send out the punt unit. Punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on 1st down from the 43. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Flames trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a man in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The give to the tailback. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The give to the back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up 4th down from the 43. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Rushes on him. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll try to pop the draw. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Liberty! And the route is on.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Trying play action. Finds his man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. That's a live ball. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Bearcats. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Never quit on a play because you never know what will happen. How about a break in the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. He'll go to the sneak.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink that.
Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They're going to ride this running back.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
They'll immediately call timeout. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Jefferson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Lynch. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Jefferson. Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.